Mercy, mercy, mercy. If y'all could share out the live, tap the screen, that'd be great. I have been watching, I've been watching different lives and, you know, hearing out people's different perspective on things and kind of just taking some things in that have been going on TikTok, right? And what I don't understand, what I really don't understand is the fact that so many of you women have made, and some men, but the majority that I see, so many of you women have made TikTok your entire existence. You eat, sleep, breathe TikTok. And it's like some of y'all don't even come on this app and just want to hang out and want to have fun with your friends or interact with the people that come into your chat. You just are so mad and angry and confrontational and want to fight. I don't know how that cannot just get exhausting. Hi, Luke. So I'm just gonna start off, with this. What is the end game with arguing with people on the internet? What is it that these people that you're arguing with, what is it bringing into your life? Hey, Luke. Honestly, if I want to say that, I get it that the drama sells, that TikTok, people love the chaos. They love the noise. They love the drama. They love all aspects of it. But it's like, at what point does it become exhausting? At what point do you not just say, this is pointless? I used to always feel like, back in my, crazier days on TikTok, I always felt like I had to respond. I always felt like I had to give people the energy and the time. I always felt like I had to defend myself or constantly have to, answer to this and answer to that. It's exhausting. I've gotten to the point now, it's exhausting to even watch the shit. You've got all these people in these boxes and showing screenshots and replaying old lives and breaking down, what somebody said and then tearing a person down from what they said. Like, why can't we, or you individuals on this app, why can't y'all just stop? Why does everything have to be a fight? Why does everything have to be entertained? Hi, Sandy Cheeks. Honestly, And there has to be this divide with all these groups of people. And some people get mad because this person's sitting with that person, or this person is sitting with that person. I'm at this point here, I don't give a shit. If you want to come in my live and you just want to hang out and you just want to chill and you want to be kosher, like, I'm all for it. But this constantly, just the bickering and the fighting, I mean, it's just like it's never ending. It's just like, you think you're getting in the tail end of something and there might be some type of resolution. And then before you know it, something else happens. And then that gets added onto it. And then people start dogpiling on people. It's like, I understand that you may not like someone's point of view, or you may not like what someone is saying. But why feed it? What are you benefiting from it? Is it are you fixing something in your life? Is it a is what people if what I mean is what people saying about you, is it affecting your real life? Does it affect how you like move and carry on throughout your day? I mean, I get it. In the wintertime, some people didn't want to get out and they want to hibernate, and they want to go on TikTok and whatever. But I mean, it's getting where the weather's nice outside. You know, go for a walk, go do some yard work, go to the park, go hang out with your real friends in your life. I think some of you people literally walk around with your phone in your hand all day, every day. Like there's nothing that you're doing that's being productive. It's exhausting. And I am like, it's so stupid. All this shit. All this stuff that you guys are like interacting with, it's so freaking pointless. These lives that some of you guys entertain, or these lives that you go in with, like, I've said a few things of, about certain situations on certain thoughts and stuff, but it's like once I get it out of my system, it's like, okay, I've said what I needed to say and I'm moving on. But it's like some of y'all, it's just like you just keep rehashing and hashing and hashing. And I will say this, a lot of you individuals, your mask is really starting to slip. Your true colors are really starting to show. Hi, Caitlin. How are you doing, hon? And it's like, okay, right? When Florida Man was on the app, right? When Florida Man was on the app, there was a lot of chaos. There was a lot of drama, right? Oh, I'm doing good, girl. I just thought I'd come on here and talk about some shit. But when Florida Man was, when he was out and he was on the app, and and he was doing his thing, and a lot of people were being affected and stuff like that. Everybody was so up in arms because all the fighting and the arguing and all the hate and all the horrible things that were being done on this side and on that side. And now some of you women that were crying and complaining about all the hate and all the negativity and saying that Florida Man was the problem, now some of you people have turned into the problem. You know what I mean? It's like y'all don't even know what to do with yourselves anymore. It's like y'all are just now, just y'all are looking to fight. Y'all are looking to beef. Some of y'all are just trying to, like, you're just you're looking for something. And it's just kind of like, okay, look, I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this. Listen, Mallory's not my cup of tea, right? She's not. Hold on. I hate this shit. I gotta change the background because whatever. Anyway. Okay, look. I'm not a fan of Mallory. She irks the shit out of me. She pisses me off. A lot of the shit that she says, it's just word vomit. Every day. Okay? She's got her points of view, she's got her opinions. Some of them are in left field. Okay? We get that. We know that. Okay? She is a everyday walking, talking contradiction. But it's like when you respond to everything that she says, you know that she's going to respond back. You know that she's going to clap back with something or try to or attempt to clap back. Why not starve it? Why not starve her? Why feed into anything that she says? Why can't you just say, let them be wrong? Let them be wrong. But at the same time, so many of you individuals are truly hate bonding, and then you say, well, they're being hypocrites. And then this side saying, well, you're being hypocrites. I think you're all being ridiculous. And I said what I said. And it's okay to have your, to be a free thinker. It's okay to have your own opinion about somebody. But it's like some of you guys are y'all just hop on these damn hate trains and y'all just keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. Making videos about people and saying this and this about people. I think a whole lot of y'all are the problem and y'all are pointing fingers at each other when y'all are all the damn problem. You know? It's like, what are you doing with your day? Go hold alive. I would, you know what? I challenge some of you individuals on this app. I challenge some of you individuals to hold alive, right? And have a fun live, whether it's you talking about your life or just different topics. And not bash people every day. Not try to be right every day. I challenge some of you individuals to just hold alive and it not be toxic as fuck. I feel like there's just a lot of women on this app that hang around a bunch of other bullies to bully other people. It's just like I said before, like Mallory, she's not my cup of tea. I do not understand that woman. I truly feel like her brain needs to be studied. I feel like she goes the extra mile with shit. But we are at the end of April. We are at the end of April. And some of y'all have been talking about the same individuals for 2 to 3 months now. And you're not getting anywhere with it. And now it's just getting nastier and nastier. And it's just kind of like people keep wanting to recycle old shit because there's no new shit to come to surface. So you guys just want to keep rehashing old shit. Why can't y'all just leave each other the hell alone? Why can't y'all just be happy and see the good that's going on in your life or the things that you want to happen in your life or your goals, your ambitions, your dreams, go live, show your talents. But it's like the continuous hate bonding. And there's been some individuals I refuse. I refuse to watch. I refuse to entertain. And I love that because I don't even know what's being said. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they even go live. I don't even it's honestly like out of sight, out of mind. But it's kind of like what is the end game here? We're in April. Are some of y'all going to go outside and start enjoying the summer and spending time with your real friends and enjoying real life shit? Do you feel like that your life doesn't have any purpose if you don't go on TikTok every day? I just don't know how it's not draining the shit out of some of y'all. And I will completely say, I don't sit with this side. I don't sit with that side. I have always sat with myself when it has come to me when I go live or whatever. I don't need, trust me, back in 2024, when for a short period of time, when I was doing the whole awareness bullshit, holy shit, I didn't even know what the hell I was getting myself into. All of it was an absolute damn shit show. It was. And I will say this, that some of you individuals that sit on TikTok every day and harass and bully people because you're upset because they're asking for money, or because they want people to help them with this or help them with that. You are a grown adult, okay? You know that you don't need, more than likely, you don't need to be giving your money out to people on TikTok, because we all know what happens, or we know what could happen. I 10 out of 10 recommend that you just don't. But all these people that hold these awareness lives on people, and awareness, what awareness needs to bring on, needs to be brought on, are people like, hold please. I have to show this. One second. One second here. Let me go to my green screen. P3DOs. There's a trial going on with this sweet child by the name of Athena. And Tanner Horner, okay, he's on trial for taking the life of that sweet child and harming her. I would love to see people bring more awareness on, registered RSOs and P3DOs that are on this app. To me, that takes precedent over anybody asking for money on the internet. And I will say that I hope that man, I hope that I hope he gets the max sentence. Hey, Southern, I do. I would love to see more people. If you want to do good, you want to be productive, bring more awareness on RSOs, on P3DOs. Men like Anthony, Stop the BS's son. Try to get them off the internet. If you want to do real good on here. But you guys out here just beefing with people that you have never met in your real life. Y'all are arguing and screaming at your phone. You are literally choosing to hit the live button every day and to get in these boxes and to argue with people you're either never going to meet or you never have met. People can come on this internet and be whoever the hell they want to be. They can say they can just say a slew of things that aren't even true. And some of you people eat this shit up. I have had so many lies and shit spread about me and turned on me. I'm at this point, run with it. Because I still sleep like a baby at night. I still, put my pants on the same way you do every day. I choose to live my life and not give a shit about what other people think of me or their perspective of me on TikTok. I don't feel the need to try to convince people that you need to like me, that you need to accept me. And some of you people on this app y'all are the biggest people pleasers I've ever seen. Y'all bend and shape and mold yourself around other people on what you think those people want you to be, and you think how these other individuals think that you need to think. But some of y'all need to take the blinders off and start seeing who the real people are that are the problems on this internet or on this app. Just being mean and hateful and ugly. And it's just like, it's not even like it's just a one and done. It's the same shit every day. Every day on this TikTok, it's like Groundhog Day. It's Groundhog Day. You're bickering and fighting because that person said something about this person, and then you got a screenshot about this person talking shit about that person. Who gives a rat's ass? Hey, Not Storm. Who cares? I just think most of y'all want to just destroy people, and it's because you're projecting onto others because you're miserable in your own life. Some of y'all don't y'all try to come on this app and make people think that you're so cool and you're so funny and everything's on the up and up and you're living the best life, when in reality you're projecting your misery on other people. It's because your own life is a shit show. And you're using TikTok as an outlet to attack other people, when in fact you probably need to log off, you need to self-reflect, and you need to work on yourself. Hello, I'm a prime example. Sometimes you need to realize when you need to step back. You need to kind of do some self-reflection. You need to kind of ask yourself, hey, am I the problem? Is it because all these things that are happening, is it because of how I am acting or how I'm being or what I'm entertaining or who I'm interacting with? And it's crazy because some of you women on this app have been telling me, Shannon, your apology doesn't mean nothing without changed behavior, and you need to do this and you need to do that. I've made the changes that I have made for myself. I've removed myself from people because that's what was the healthiest for me. I had to set that boundary for me. Some of y'all on this app want to be the top dog. Some of y'all feel like that y'all just have to outdo the next person. I'm just saying that when it comes to this bullshit and the drama and the ugliness and the hatefulness and all that shit, I don't want it around me. I don't want it around me. Because I don't want something, it's not benefiting me. It's exhausting. It's even exhausting to watch. And like I said, most of you women on this app literally wake up every day and make TikTok your entire fucking personality and your entire existence. And some of you are starting to look dumb as fuck. You really are. And I cannot express this enough. Please take your blinders off. Please see things in your own way, in your own perspective. Don't sit with people because you want to feel accepted. Don't sit with a group of people because you feel like you have to belong somewhere. Go where you have peace in your life. Because I cannot believe that this is I can't believe that this is how some of you act in your everyday life. Exactly, Night Storm. Exactly. I can tell you right now that I know for a fact that some of y'all that come on here and that you come on and you look like you're polished, or you post these pictures and you post these videos, and most of y'all are living a pretentious fake life, and you're using TikTok as a way to try to make it seem that you're this type of person, or you are this person. And it's like y'all are trying so hard to impress people, and you're trying to, like, be the top dog, and be the, you want to be the clout chaser and shit like that. But it's bringing no joy into your life. Right, Night Storm? Literally, some of these women are on these lives 24/7, staying up till 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then hitting the live button again at 9, 10 o'clock at morning. Hell, I was watching a live, and I think it started, I want to say it started at like 6 o'clock in the evening. Do you know that that woman was still on live until noon the next day? The next day. And I'm just like, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know what you guys are doing in your everyday life. Do you guys work? Do some of y'all, now I get it, some people are on disability, or some people, can't work, or, you might even be a stay-at-home spouse because your other significant other works. But it's like, what other things do you do in your life? I can't quite comprehend how you just are not exhausted by just staring at your phone for 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. And then some of y'all are on the same topic for 6 fucking hours. And I'll tell you, when I was doing the whole Josh and Ida thing back in 2024, I felt like I had to go live. And it wasn't because I wanted to go live for myself. I felt pressure from my followers, because they would always say, "When are you going to go live? When are you going to go live? When's your next live?" You know, and it was never ending, and it was exhausting. And I think I did that shit for 36 days. 36 days, and I couldn't do it no more. And people were so pissed off at me when I ended that shit with Josh and Ida. They were so pissed off at me when we did that battle. And they were so mad because they said that I had shit on the awareness community. I don't give a shit about the awareness community. I don't. All you people that sit here and live stream Gabby Jacobs and all these same people every day, all day, making fun of them, mocking them. Um, Gabby Jacobs would probably just disappear if people would just stop entertaining it. But y'all can't. It's an addiction. You said, I met a person off of TikTok. She was at my home for 7 days. She stayed on TikTok live and drove me nuts. Oh, couldn't be me. Couldn't. It couldn't. And I'll tell you, what really got me is that I had people that were so addicted to TikTok, and when I even, started kind of going live less and less, people were getting pissed off at me because they were using my platform as their platform. And some of y'all need to stop that shit. Some of y'all need to quit using other content creators and jumping into these boxes acting like you're running shit. You know, the word, oh, they're my friend, or, no, most of these people that you meet on TikTok, they're called acquaintances. And that's the scary part, Night Storm, is a lot of these people, they wouldn't say half the things that they say in real life to real life people face to face. It's so easy for people to look at their phone and to be just mean, ugly, hateful keyboard warriors because they can. Social media is ruining people. I allowed it to ruin me at one point. I did. I allowed people in my life that I never should have allowed. I trusted people with things that I shared about my life, and I shared it, and it's not because I didn't want. I want to. It's not that I didn't want to share it. I just shared it to the wrong people. And that's the thing, is some of y'all are getting way too comfortable with sharing out everything in your life. And what I don't understand is how quick some of you guys flip on people. You guys have a falling out with somebody, and then you'll go sit with the other side, and you're just like, I'm going to air everything I know about this person. And that was a person that you said that was your friend. And it's all because you want the attention. I don't even think some of y'all even give a shit. I think it's because y'all just want to be hateful and mean because you like it. You enjoy it. It brings joy to your life to destroy other people. That's just like Snark. Stark, she's an angry bird. That woman is off her rocker. She is. She truly is. She she is struggling with something so deep in her real life. She don't even know it. And it's just kind of like, I don't know how people don't see that. I don't understand how people cannot see that when somebody who acts like Snark, right? She clearly is dealing with shit in her real life, and she is using TikTok as an outlet. Because she can't deal with the things in her real life. She's using it as an outlet because there's just, I feel like that woman has no peace in her life. And that's sad. I feel like that's sad. I feel like it's sad that we are seeing people struggling with addictions on this app. And I personally, with a certain individual, I'm going to steer clear from her name, but I chose to walk away from her because I had to set that boundary with myself because it was exhausting and it was going nowhere and it was not benefiting me. It was draining the absolute dog shit out of me. And I got shit on because what? I set a boundary with a stranger on TikTok, and some of y'all couldn't accept that. And then y'all tried to jump in and y'all tried to be the savior and you tried to be this and that. And it played out the same for you too. And some people just have to learn it for themselves. And I'm just saying, a lot of this shit that's happening to a lot of you people, it's because you're doing it to yourself. It's because you're allowing it to happen. You know why I am not going to argue with anybody on my platform? It's because I am not going to give anybody a space or place to come onto my platform to speak to me any which way they think they can. You might can have your opinions about me. You might can say whatever you want about me on your own platform, but you will never get the access to come onto my platform to get in the box to disrespect me. I have enough respect for myself not to allow that to happen. And your opinion about me is just that. It is an opinion that will never affect my life. The things that matter, the real life things that matter, I mean, we're talking about a man that is on trial. And it's all over TikTok, because people feel like they gotta, push it out, whatever. But like there's a man on trial. And I hope that he gets the I hope he gets the max penalty. I do. And he's in Texas. And I'm from Texas. And I will say that Texas carries through with shit. They do. They carry through. And I pray that mama and that daddy and Athena's family, I hope that they will be able to heal someday. And this is their reality. This is what they're going through in their life. And some of you bitches are arguing about a bitch talking shit about you through a text message, someone you've never met in real life. Because somebody said something about you, because somebody posted something about you. If you know it's not real, if you know it's not happening, if you know you didn't say it, why are you entertaining it? And once again, you're talking to a bitch that literally thought she had to defend herself 24/7. And you're talking to a bitch that felt like she had to respond to every little damn thing. It's exhausting. And I'll tell you, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, none of this shit's even going to matter. And I hope some of y'all wake up one day and you outgrow TikTok. I hope some of y'all wake up one day and you decide just to delete this damn app. And you're going to look back at all the shit that you allowed yourself to participate in, all the shit that you allowed in your life to disturb your peace. It's all going to be meaningless, pointless. And you're going to realize that you exerted all that time, effort, and energy into shit that never mattered. And I'm okay. I don't need a room. I don't need 200, 300, 400 people in my life. I do not. Matter of fact, I think my blood pressure goes up when I see anything shit, even past 20 anymore. But some of y'all just you need the attention. And it's because you're lacking something in your life. You're lacking it. I think a lot of you bitches on this app, y'all just need to learn to leave each other the hell alone and move the fuck on. I don't understand people. I wish we could go back. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. I wish we could go back into simpler times when cell phones didn't even fucking exist. When you were in a moment, whether you were at a concert or you were on vacation or you were just out on a family trip or on a date, that you didn't have to just sit there and feel the need to just post your whole fucking life. And the reason why people do it is because they're lacking the attention. It's because there's something that's just there's an emptiness in your life. I would just say I will not ever argue with another person on this app, nor will I ever explain another damn thing to anybody on this app. What has happened has happened. I've learned from it. I've moved on from it. And I owe nobody nothing on this app. You don't owe anybody anything on this app. And a lot of these people that you think that are your so-called friends, and all these people that that say they care about you, a lot of these people come, I would rather have an enemy, right? If I have an enemy, if I don't have somebody that don't like me, and they're loud about it, right? They're announcing it to the world that I don't like Shannon. I have more respect for those people, but I don't have respect for the snakes. The ones that pretend to be your friend, and they only come around because they're trying to get information so that they can leak that information to try to hurt you or harm you. Those are the type of people that I don't want in my life. And I don't know why it's not being called out more. I don't know why some of y'all aren't just saying, when is enough enough? When are we going to move on? And I will say, shit, even with Florida man, he is going to, he's going to have his day in court. He will. And whatever sentence he gets, he gets. And you can't, so many of y'all are out here think y'all know everything, and y'all know the ins and outs of all of it. Some of y'all don't know shit. You're just going off of what other people are out here spewing and telling. But once he's locked up, and once he goes to prison, and once he has to serve his time, then what? Yeah, I get it. There were people that sat with him. There were people that supported him. There are people that still do support him. Okay. Why can't y'all just say, well, that's fucked up. I don't quite understand it. But I mean, if that's who you want to support, well, the hell with you. But why the constant attacking? And I'm talking on all sides. I'm at this point, I'm a one and done. You fuck me over, you play in my face, don't come back around. Just don't. Don't. When I tell you I have put up these walls in my life, and I am not going to allow people to play in my face. If you did me wrong and you did me dirty, even when you knew that I was at the lowest point in my life, and you continued to still to do the things that you did to me, you don't get to come back around no more. You don't get to come back around. You don't get to that's just not something you just don't have access to anymore. And you can go your way, and I can go mine. We can just agree to disagree on things and move on about our life, and it'd be just fine, because that's how you do things in your real everyday life, or that's how I hope people things do and act and behave in their real life. Now, are there some people on this app that get under my skin, and I'm literally looking like side eye, like, is this really happening? Are they really saying this shit? But this app has become just pure fucking entertainment, because it's an absolute shit show. I've actually changed my FYP, where I've actually got some good videos, and I've come across some, good content creators, and I've tried to just drown out the noise and stay the hell away from it. And that's just, There's just certain people that I don't care for, but I don't feel the need to go live every day and to just trash and bash them 24/7. I feel the way that I feel about that person. It is what it is, but it does not benefit me to go live every day and to try to destroy somebody. And if you are a good person, you don't have to be told that you're a good person, or you don't have to tell people that you're a good person. People will automatically pick that up about you. If you are a good person and you have made the changes that you know that you've needed to make, people will see that. You don't have to continuously telling people that I'm a good friend and I'm a good person and I'm this and I'm that. Just be who you just be you, and people will eventually see who you are. And I'll tell you, I've been watching people, and I've been watching how people move, and I've been watching how people have been acting and some of the things that have come out of their mouth. And I have to sit with the fact that at one point in time, I used to sit with that person. And that's something that I have to live with. But once again, it's the internet, it's TikTok. People are allowed to change and people are allowed to grow. But you've got to want it. You've got to want to have that growth for yourself. You don't need to make a change or do anything because somebody on an app told you to fucking do it. I know me better than anybody else knows me. And I'm sometimes, I'll tell you what's a big eye opener is when you go back and you rewatch a live where you're unhinged. I watched a couple of lives that were on YouTube that were back, oh, way back. And I'm so embarrassed because I don't even know why I was acting that way. I was acting a damn fool on the internet. And I don't even know what the hell I was hooting and hollering about. But I spent the time doing it. There are things that are happening in this world, real life shit, that we should be more focused on and we should be bringing attention to, besides beefing with bitches on the internet. Oh. And I can truly say that um so many of y'all would never hold the same energy in real life. You would not. You would not behave this way to the person that you're beefing with on the internet in real life, because that person that you're beefing with, and if you saw them in real life, one day if you came across that person, they just might clock your shit. You know? And I have been in the fuckery. I've entertained the fuckery. I've been in it. I've been deep in shit. But I will say, since I have removed myself from it, I have had more peace of mind, more clarity. But some of you women are too grown. We as women are too grown to be acting the way that we have been acting on this damn app. You got people in their 20s that are acting a hell of a lot more mature than us women on here that are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Hell, some of you even in your 70s acting damn fools on the internet. And a lot of you individuals that were like, oh, Shannon, you need to change. You need to do this and you need to do that. And you need to do all these things. But yet here y'all are deeper in shit, deeper. Y'all are in more deep shit than I've ever been in. And y'all are still entertaining it, and y'all are acting more foul and more disgusting than I ever have. But y'all are the ones that are going to have to deal with that. Y'all are one of the ones that deal with the repercussions. And I just don't understand how y'all just, like I said, leave each other the fuck alone. You know, y'all got to change it up. Shit needs to change on this side of TikTok. Something has got to give. Something has got to give. But I think of so many content creators, they're so wrapped up in the bullshit, and they're so wrapped up into wanting to entertain their followers, they don't even know how to get out of the bullshit. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I think some of these content creators don't even want to entertain half the shit, but they feel like they had to keep up this certain persona because they don't want to let down their followers. Tell me I'm wrong. I think some of y'all have letting TikTok get to your heads. I think some of y'all have built up this ego that y'all are untouchable, that you know you set on a higher pedestal than other people. Um, I feel like some of y'all do way too much hate bonding. And like I said, I have my opinions about certain people on this app, just as y'all have opinions about me. But I'll just say that all this shit, all this tackiness and this meanness and this ugliness and this just back and forth bullshit, I don't want it on my platform. I just don't. And I'll tell you, sometimes if you just log off for a week and you log back on, you'll be so lost in the sauce you won't even know who the hell's fighting or what they're fighting about. And some of y'all need to get off your high horse and quit thinking that you're. Some of y'all build yourself up bigger than what you really are. I get it, having some confidence, and I get it that you feel like that you're, uh, you know, some of y'all are not as famous as you think you are. And like I said, there's over 160 something million people on TikTok. And just because you've got 200 people in your room or 100 people in your room, that ain't shit. It ain't shit. And some of y'all need to humble yourselves. You do. You need to humble yourselves. Some of y'all need to be humbled. Some of y'all need to be taken down a few notches. And some of y'all are getting too damn big for your damn britches. And even after this live, if somebody replays this live and they all decide to laugh and to make fun of me and to hold a live, whatever the case may be, that's fine. I'm still gonna go on about my day. I'm gonna still keep living my life. Hell, it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. I got some plans for this weekend. We're gonna go out and have some fun and do things that we enjoy in our real life. But some of y'all need to get away from this bullshit. Y'all need to quit entertaining it. And what I love the most is when I see a bunch of you women on this app that talk about how you're Christian and you're godly and Jesus loves you. The way that some of you women act in the comment section is wild to me. You pray on Sundays and you're back to talking your shit in the fuckery on Mondays. But I don't know. Some of y'all just need to quit. Y'all need to quit entertaining it. And I will stand on it when I say this, and I'm gonna put this back up on my screen. Here. Let me and like I said, I'm gonna live by this quote, and it says, in life, it is important to know when to stop arguing with people and simply let them be wrong. Let them be wrong. If they want to live in Deluluville, if they have their own little delusions and their own little beliefs, and they, let them. Let them. But I'm at this point now where I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna keep doing my own thing. Um, it's just, there's some people that I just won't ever be associated with anymore. Let bygones be bygones, and keep moving. It's just, I don't have it in me to argue or fight with another dumb bitch on this internet. I do not. I don't bicker and fight and argue in my real life, and I refuse to come on this app and to argue with a stranger that I don't even know. Some of you people don't even know if it's the person that you're talking to. They can have a whole ass picture up there and you don't even know if that's the person that you're talking to. You don't even know if that's the person behind the phone. And I think a huge wake-up call is when Misfit Toys, Anthony, aka, registered RSO, that was a wake-up call for people. He had people believing that he was somebody else. People trusted that. And it turned around and bit people in the ass. And I think that right there should be a huge wake-up call for people. Because people can come on this app and be whoever it is that they want to be. And people just eat the shit up and they run with it. Just like y'all didn't know that I was the Fallout page. Hello? Y'all ate that shit up. Y'all thought that page was the funniest shit ever. Some of y'all were entertaining that shit, DMing me, messaging me, telling me things that I didn't even know. Because y'all are too comfortable airing out information and airing out shit to people you don't even know. Hell, y'all don't even know half the people that you're talking to. So, I don't know. I just think y'all just need to stop your shit, all of you. Y'all need to change it up. On all sides. I'm not even talking on one side. I'm talking on all sides. And I'll be honest with you. I don't know who Contrary is. I do not know who Contrary is. Now, I know that there might be a few individuals that do know, and I feel like the only reason they're not saying who it is because they know if they say who Contrary is, that person's probably going to be in a lot of shit from a bunch of people and probably going to get a lot of heat. And that's how it is on the internet. That's just how it is. And like I said, had Stephanie not had reached out and not had made that video and not had told people that I was the Fallout, I probably never would have said shit. Y'all probably would have never known who I was. I probably would have just deleted the page and moved on. I wouldn't have, but unfortunately, I opened up my big mouth to the wrong person, It turned around and it bit me in my ass. But I didn't do nothing that a lot of you other individuals have not done on this app. I do not care. It happened. It is what it is. It's TikTok. It's the internet. You know. But like I said, with contrary, if people aren't going to want to say who that person is, and that person doesn't want to expose who they are, y'all just going to have to just you know, take it with a grain of salt. And if you don't know who it is that you're talking to, maybe you shouldn't be telling that person information about you if you don't know who you're even talking to. And if they can't tell you who they are. I mean, I told everybody who I was eventually in that group chat because I kind of felt like, well, shit, I'm gonna get a feel and see, what their response is gonna be. And even when I said who I was, uh, the ball still kept rolling because everybody was on the same damn mission. And I will say that, I feel like that at one point in time for the tit for tat, things just it went too far with certain people. I feel like certain people took it too far. Some people are going to stand 10 toes down on it, and that's fine. If that's how they choose and that's how they felt at the time, you just got to respect, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But like I said, a lot of you individuals that sat here and had all this shit done to you, and you were affected by it in your real life, you knew how bad that felt. I know how bad it feels when people have done that to me. But that's when we got to take, as what people say, accountability, and you just got to be like, you know what, two wrongs don't make a right. And I think a lot of us could have been the bigger people. I do feel like some people feel like that they were pushed to a point, but I think it could have been done differently and handled differently. Unfortunately, it wasn't. And it is what it is. But with that being said, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day and, you know, enjoy my weekend. So thank you for all that have come in here and, have heard me jibber jabber, whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I think a lot of people just need to stop their bullshit at this point.